Hey guys, so we are continuing on the series of reading the pitcher, and now we're talking about reading their pitches. So yesterday we did the fastball, so if you missed that, go ahead and watch that. And then today we're going to talk about the curveball. So, as with the fastball, there's several things we need to understand when it comes to the curveball. We need to understand the pitch cue, the direction, the spin, and the movement. And then we need to know whether the pitcher whether his curveball falls into a high spin or a low spin type of situation. And then we need to understand how he uses his curveball to get pitchers out. So let's dive into what we would be seeing. So this is what we'll be reading when we see the curveball. So pitch cue wise, you're going to see the side of the hand. So with the fastball, you can see the palm. And then with the curveball, you'll see the side of the hand, the wrist. And then you're going to see the ball roll over the top of your fingers. Kind of an upward and then outward, toward upward and outward type of an appearance. And then it's going to have more of a floating type of an appearance. And when you see it, you feel it. So it's one of those things where I would tell guys, like, when you get really good at seeing the pitch, you can actually feel the pitch. But then the spin of the curveball is going to be top spin. So it spins forward. And then again, obviously, the lower they go, the more it kind of side spins. But again, there's a certain arm slot where a curveball is not really a pitch they would throw. So the curveball, the spin is actually a pretty easy pitch to kind of see. And then the movement, so again, every pitcher, their curveball moves differently. And so like I was just saying earlier, like the guys who tend to go more down, like more low 3/4 sidearm, tend not to throw a curveball. They tend to go more with the sinker and slider type of an appearance, type of a pitch. So then we need to look at the guys. We need to look at the spin rate of their curveball. So the spin rate pitcher, it's going to the higher spin rate curveball, it's going to produce more ground balls. And then the low spin guys will create more fly balls. So either way, when we're looking at the curveball, we want to get the ball up in the zone. And again, this, there's certain individual hitters that like the ball low, and that curveball that runs low might actually run into their barrel. So, but if we were going to generalize what we want to do with the curveball so that we don't chase it, we're going to want the ball up in the zone. So then we start looking at, how do they use this pitch? Is this a pitch that they can locate? Can they throw it in and in the zone? Can they throw it in and out the zone? Can they throw it out to in? And not only can they do it, but can they do it on purpose? So again, like I mentioned with the fastball, pitchers are trying to master their pitches to one or two different type of locations. They're not trying to cover the entire zone with all of their pitches. Some pitchers just don't play that way. So we need to understand where each pitcher's curveball plays, and then what he's trying to do with it, as far as getting us out. Is he trying to get us to swing? Is he trying to get us to chase? Is he trying to get us to swing and miss? Or is he trying to get us to get a weak contact? So understanding what he's trying to do with the curveball is very important. But then we also need to look at when he actually throws it. Is it one of those situations where he only throws it when he's ahead in the count and not when he's behind the count because he don't trust it? Then this guy becomes more predictable. But if he's the guy that trusts his stuff and will throw that curveball on all 12 counts, then man, hitting gets harder, and we have to work a lot harder to have quality at bat. So anyways, I hope this makes sense. I hope you see through this series I hope you're seeing why reading the pitcher is so important, and how it brings us success on game day. Again, all of us want to play well on game day, but it's about reading the pitcher. So we talked about setup, We talked about delivery, we talked about tempo, we talked about arm slot, and now we're talking about pitches. All of those combined help us hit. So, while I got in here, I got to ask, are you ready to hit at the next level? Click the link in the bio and download the scorecard that will show you where you are at and where you need to get. And if you want to improve your score, text me ASAP and let's help you get to the next level.